Hello, my name is Michael Henderson and I'm the Vice President of Indirect Channels for XCast Labs, and in the next few minutes I'd like to introduce you to XCast, explain some of the products and services that we offer, and introduce you to our agent program. So who is XCast Labs? We're a software as a service provider. We've developed and host a comprehensive suite of VoIP, digital voice and video solutions. We have a proprietary platform we've built from the ground up which utilizes our own patented technology, and therefore we are not a reseller. We've developed and own the code. We were formed in 2002 as a development company and first offered hosted VoIP solutions back in 2003. We initially offered a white label service, a private label if you will, to other organizations to sell their own platform back in 2006. We support over 110,000 voice and video end user customers today and originate and terminate approximately 1 billion minutes a year. So why XCast? Well, first of all, we're very highly reliable and scalable in our network design. It's self-healing and self-monitoring, and we call it beyond carrier grade because it's been available to our customers 99.995% of the time over the last 5 years, which is a significant accomplishment in voice over IP. The network is designed to scale from a single server, which can handle about 10,000 end users, up to multi-server clusters that can serve millions of customers. It's excellent call quality. We do support QoS, and we have direct RTP release on 95% of our calls, which allows for them to be handed off directly from point to point and not need to traverse our network. We have complete adherence to IP standards, and we interoperate seamlessly with every IP phone, gateway, and switch. We also have a state-of-the-art infrastructure which utilizes the quad-core dual CPU Intel servers. So what is voice over IP? Well, many of us believe it's a disruptive technology which represents a paradigm shift in communications as we know them. VoIP penetration is forecasted to reach 79% of U.S. businesses by the end of 2013. And what VoIP does is it leverages a customer's broadband infrastructure to deliver voice more cost effectively than a traditional telephone network. It can open deeper, wider revenue streams when you couple it with video and unified communications. So at this point in the presentation, I'd like to introduce you to a couple of our core business applications, and starting with the hosted IP PBX. So what you see here is an enterprise and small business solution representing customers anywhere between 5 and 5,000 extensions. That could be expanded if necessary. All Class 5 features are included, plus the full feature PBX, which would be similar to what you could find in an on-premise solution, and those things include ACD, call groups, conferencing, call transfer, park and pickup, intercom, and a web-based attendant console, and that can represent savings up to 80% when compared to traditional hardware. So on this slide, what you'll see is a pictorial description of our IP PBX, and on the left-hand side of the diagram, you'll see what is a traditional LAN environment, including the PCs and telephones, as well as some of the servers that may sit on a customer premise. And on the far right of the diagram, you'll see the public switch telephone network. Well, in between those two pieces is the XCast hosted solution, where the intelligence of the PBX resides. Now I'd like to introduce you to our SIP trunking solution. SIP trunking is exactly that. It's a trunk solution which can be a T1 or T3 replacement service. Device trunking, which is one of the two flavors of our trunking service, includes the trunk groups 911 and overflow to voicemail. Address trunking takes traffic to and from an IP address or domain. Integrates with all major PBXs, and savings can be up to 70% when compared to telco circuits. Now in these next two slides, you'll see diagrams of both device and address trunking. The one thing to bear in mind when you're looking at device trunking is that the customer has an IP unaware PBX at their premise, which they've elected to keep as a result of moving to IP communications, in which case they would need a multi-port gateway, which we would supply, that would convert their analog calls from their existing phone system back into digital calls, which then could be relayed over the internet back to our trunking solution and out to the public switch telephone network. Now we'll look at an example of address trunking, and again, as with both trunking solutions, the customer has elected to retain their on-premise PBX, and in this example, when you're dealing with address trunking, the on-premise PBX is IP aware, which means it can be directly connected to the internet and is a digital switch. In that environment, the customer would directly connect an IP connection to their PBX, which would relay directly back to the XCast SIP trunking platform and then back out to the PSTN, utilizing IP addresses as opposed to a physical device. And now I'd like to introduce you to a couple value-add services that we offer with the IP PBX solution, and the first is voice conferencing. We also offer video conferencing, which we have several options for, and that can be used with video phones, PCs, and there are some mobile options available. We have a multi-party option, which can be as few as a couple of participants and as many as 10,000 or more. We offer video voicemail, and we do have unified communication features available. We have VoIP to mobile integration, IP fax, IP toll-free, and we offer virtual numbers to about 10,000 cities in over 60 countries. Now that you know a little bit about our company and some of the products and solutions we offer, I'd like to now begin to address the agent program that we have. We have comprehensive pre-sales support and product training. We have dedicated project teams and account management, both for pre- and post-sales engineering, project management for implementation and support geared to the customer's unique requirements. We have an online order entry system, which can be used for simple orders as well as complex multi-location enterprise accounts. We now have a 24/7 support desk and ticketing system. And again, we do have the carrier-grade network and management tools. And also it is still flexible, and it's designed to meet the needs of businesses. Now I would like to speak with you for a brief moment about the details of our commission plans as they relate to the agent program. You'll see here that we pay commissions up to and over 20% of the monthly recurring charges. We also offer accelerators based on overall production of our agents. We pay commissions on all of the services, including our installations. We couple that with leading pricing for the SIP trunks and hosted PBXs. And over and above, we offer quarterly bonuses and incentives. So in order to kind of put this into a real-world perspective, we've put together this case study, which happens to be a customer that was a national food and beverage company having about 209 standalone sites. Their current communications infrastructure was costing about $20,000 a month through the various providers listed, and we offered them two solutions based on their needs, a SIP trunk solution as well as a hosted PBX for their legacy equipment on their premise. Here we proposed a savings analysis for this particular customer, and we broke down the two different solutions, one with the SIP trunking option, the other with the hosted PBX. And what you'll see is on the top line what the solution entailed. Obviously the one-time cost set up and convert to analog to VoIP and amortized over 36 months. Then you have your recurring expense, which is a summary of the locations added up aggregate. And then what it breaks down to is the MRC associated with the two different solutions compared to the current expenses. And then you'll see their annualized savings, which happen to be quite significant in the six-figure range. Now we've come to the most important part of the presentation, and that is, what does all this mean to you? And in this specific example, what that means to you is broken down in the lines below. The MRC on the solution they chose was $6,827 a month, which equated to, at 20% commission, $1,365.40 to our agent. We also included the fourth quarter bonus of $6,827 for the MRC, and that's a one-time payout after the third month of billed revenue. So combine that together, you have $32,769.60, which is the $1,365.40 times a 24-month term. And then you do have the $6,827 bonus paid out. Total commissions equaling $39,596.60, or a 24% net effective commission to you. On this slide, you'll see a breakdown, a random sampling of clients whose names you may or may not recognize, but it shows the depth and breadth of the types of companies that we serve today. In summary of the presentation, we hope you found some of the information informative, and perhaps you may have some questions. And as such, you'll see my contact information at the bottom of this slide. So we'd certainly appreciate it if you'd reach out and let us know your thoughts, feedback, any questions you may have. But be available to you at the means below. My office number is 310-362-6050, and my email is mhenderson@xcastlabs.com. Certainly appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you soon.